Hi everyone, welcome to the September update for energies and frequencies and stuff going on during the month of September 2020. I've just had a wonderful day here celebrating with a wonderful group of women who've just qualified from studying with me for a 2-year healing and vibrational medicine course. And it's been one heck of an amazing journey. It always is. Anything that you commit to for a period of time produces many changes. It produces a different you. Even if it feels very the same, it's a different you because you've traveled different internal territories, you've traveled different worlds, different potentials, possibilities. You've tried new things. You've been out there adventuring. And it's relevant to speak of this today because the September energies are talking to me about coming out of the freeze. So that's the term, if you like, that I'm hearing, is we're coming out of the freeze. And the freeze to me is always about the adrenals. It's always about the fight or the flight or the holding your breath and stopping. And of course, because of the pandemic and the various views of that, it means that we're coming out of one period of adventure into another. And September is all about that. It's partially coming out of the freeze at the beginning of September, and then it's supporting a transition and decisions and choices and getting going and moving and doing something for the rest of the month. So it's okay to feel whatever it is that you're feeling. That is your reality, and that is okay. You're not having to live anyone else's idea of the reality. This is being delivered to you, these frequencies, in the way, and it's a very specific way it's actually happening this year. And we're being given opportunities of living your way. And there's quite, there's all sorts of responses going on at the moment to ideas and government requests of the people of the country, and all sorts of juxtapositions and oppositions and everything else. And that's really good, because what it does is it starts to get people to say, what's the truth? What's the lies? What's really right for me? And how do I act upon that? And this definitely leads towards unity consciousness, because unity consciousness is all about the 5D and above type of high frequency living. And what that's about is being okay to be fully seen as who you are, that there aren't any secrets, that they are that we get to a stage with compassionate action, that we are happy to accept people for who they are, to learn to love what is, to act on what is really right for our hearts and minds and alignments, and to understand that everybody else has a different view, and some people have the same view as you, and that's okay too. Everybody's allowed to have different views. It's when people come to push those views upon you that you'll get uncomfortable if they don't feel right for you. And this is the movement from 3D to 5D, which is what September's all about. It's actually moving the blockages away so you've got more freedom of movement, and therefore choices about who you spend your time with, what you spend your time doing, and about taking the pace of a reintroduction into this new society at the way you want to do it, rather than being pushed or pulled or cajoled. And, sometimes I've seen, over the last week that people can change their mind on what's right for them in a nanosecond, a minute, a week. And that's okay, guys. That's what this month is about. It's about change. It's about transformation. And it's about really trying on different things for you, seeing what feels really right for you and actioning that point in the moment. But at the same time as doing that, you need to stay fluid and with the flow of energies, because it's very much a part 1 of September, part 2, part 3, part 4. There's different parts to it. Some of us will only live the one part, and that's fine, because that's the timeline we've chosen. Other people will be able to, you know, have different realities during the months, i.e. changing your mind, changing your tune and wanting to try something else. A different aspect of your personality or soul comes up for inquiry, and you go down a different avenue. It's all good. It's not to be really worried about. So I wrote down a few notes from Gaia today. First thing this morning, she said, attempt to open up more. Attempt to open up more. Do a lot more listening this month. Listen to your internal voice. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your heart. And listen to nature. And listen to others that you're choosing to spend your time with, and see if you can deeply see their point of view. Not about changing yours to fit theirs or living anyone else's agenda, but about checking in with yourself about what's real for you, because there's so much falsity and lies and mischief going on at the moment that it's a real blessing this month to be able to wake up to our own truth. So it's really having the courage to just keep checking in. Keep checking in. It's okay to say, if you're offered to do something with somebody, it's okay to say, isn't it? I just want to check about that. I just want to actually, yeah, I'll get back to you about that tomorrow if that's okay. That's cool. So you can go away and you can contemplate it and you can check in with yourself as to what's right for you now, not what was the norm, because you're treading new ground now. The world has changed. Don't know if you've noticed. But, you know, I was speaking to someone last week who's saying, no, it's not changed at all for me. And I think it has. I think the world's changed for all of us. But some have been affected more than others. Some are being affected more than others. But whether or not we feel touched by it or we've glided through it, whichever experience it is for you thus far, the most important thing now is looking through a filter of love. I was talking to the girls about this morning, saying, you know, if you just actually, every time I put my glasses on, I'm like, love glasses. It's like, see if we can read the news, read the information that's coming through, listen with a different filter, with a filter of exploration, of adventure, of love. It's just something to bear in mind during this transitionary month, because there'll be all sorts of opinions and all sorts of, I tell you what it is, it's about, it's a fascinating it is, because previous to this particular pandemic, people were in a very fast-moving lifestyle, majoritively. And so much so that didn't have time, you know, the distractions were so many, the pace was so fast that you didn't really have time to quantify and qualify what was going on in the world and your place in it. Now, many of us have actually been looking at the big questions in life for some years now, so we've made a start on that. Others are just awakening now to those particular avenues of thought, and still others are happy being where they've always been. And it's a place, it's a time of unsure. So this month in particular is one of nobody knows, we're unsure. So just today, you know, I was speaking to a well-informed lady who was saying the new medical view of COVID is that it's, you know, you'll show symptoms within 3 days of breathing it in. Someone else said it's now a day. Somebody else said it's 5 days. Someone else said it's 14 days. That's the kind of environment we're in right now, guys. And that is the benefit of that doubt, the benefit of that not knowing, is that you have to go inside and check in and go, well, what actually do I believe about that? What do I need to know about that? And what am I going to do to action it? Just as an example. Okay, so Mama Earth was saying that we are adjusting to moving forward after the freeze, which we've covered. And she's asking you to bring up your determination and your courage. So she says, you will come across many times during this month where you'll tap into your resistance to things, to your closing down with fear. And she's just saying, you know, pull up some determination and courage. If you need some words around the house to remind you for this month, I am determined to be true to myself and see through the eyes of love. And I have enough courage to take action on my convictions. Okay? The word for the month is, it's gorgeous actually. She said the word for the month is splendor. How amazing is that? Oh, sunshine's coming out. Splendor. So we always try and have like 1 or 2 words or 3 or something for the whole month to conceptualize and put together this energy for the month. And it's splendor. So she's saying, once you've determined your answers to things, once you've checked in with your heart and you've gone with that, find it splendid that you've actually made those choices. And her words were, find splendor in the small things and the large things. So, yeah. It's a big self-interpretation, that. And again, it's summing up what we were saying earlier. You know, it's very, it's very individual. Can you write down in the comments field below and share with me what your view, what your response is, what you think splendor means for you? I'd love you to do that with me, because it's just having a look at that word and what the meanings are. Because I think it's several. I think it's several meanings. It's different for different people. And so again, we're actually honouring the unique soul signature that people are. And that really needs to be developed, honoured and sort of lived with. So this higher frequency that's here at the moment can find you much easier. Okay. Oh, rainbow stones. I thought that was lovely. Okay, so last but not least, you will have heard from various people that there are new frequencies that are arriving in the earth. As I've said before, this is happening all of the time now. And whenever you get higher frequencies that actually arrive in the planet, on your body, within you, you get sort of physical symptoms, because we are here living a human life. We are spirit, we are divinity, living a human life in a human body. So we've chosen to do this. That's my belief structure anyway. From a soul aspect, we've come in to do various things. So our role at this time is to embody more of these frequencies of light. Now, whilst we're doing that, sometimes we get some symptoms. So the symptoms currently for this month, a bit last month, coming into a little bit of October, and they change again on the 3rd of October, is aches in the joints. That's been a usual one for any ascension type of stuff. But headaches for this one, a little bit of nausea as well, and feeling very dizzy. So naturally, if you've got any of these symptoms that last more than a few days, you're naturally going to want to check them out from your medical support team and holistic support teams and anybody else that you use and work with and get advice from, because it's nice getting a view of what's going on. But, you know, initially just check in and say, oh, okay, so am I actually adjusting to some of these light frequencies that have arrived on the planet? if that's the truth, they'll actually retreat. The symptoms will retreat a little. They'll retreat a little just to say yes to you. And then you can actually just sit with it, be calm, love yourself, heal yourself, ask for some help from healers in the world because they've got the frequencies coming through. They'll align sooner than people who are not used to energy work. And just go with the flow with that. Go with the flow. Be at ease. Be at ease. Make it easy for yourself. You know, sometimes when we've got these symptoms, we push through, you know, let's mask them. Let's take something or other so we don't have to deal with it. That was the old paradigm. If your body is telling you anything at all, it's time to stop and take note and do something about it. That isn't to mask it, it's to actually work with it, find out why that message is there, what the message is, and do something with it. Okay? So that might be going to the hospital, going to your naturopath, whatever it happens to be, but which is the individual choice for you. So do whatever floats your boat. It's absolutely fantastic. It really is. So, September, Splendour, the splendour of life. So when we're given these words and these emotions, it's to raise your vibration to match that particular frequency. So what Gaia is doing here is she's giving us a frequency that will lift us beyond some of the chaotic stuff and the mischievous stuff that's going on in the world today. So the more you can invest in splendour, the easier the month will be. But we're in transition, guys. We are in transition. So yeah, good luck with your courage and your determination in getting out there a bit, exploring at your own pace with the choice of people in your own way, the perfect way for you to start getting more movement in the body. We need more movement in the body because that way we ground and earth these frequencies, heaven to earth if you like. We ground into our body and into the earth and back up again the frequencies of light that are here. They're here because we are being offered a way of love, and it's up to us on an individual basis what we choose. Good luck with your choices. If you need any help, the Natural Harmony Centre is open. Lots of therapists are here to help you either with garden appointments, with walkabout appointments in the wood, and sitting in the beautiful garden. Face-to-face inside the building with full PPE is also available if that's of any help whatsoever. Okay, my loves, enjoy your September. I did bring some cards out because I thought it would be really nice just to pull a card to cover the month, to add to the month. Okay, so these are the animal kingdom. I think there's a lot of angelic kingdoms, but there's a lot of things going on at the moment where people are ignoring their bodies. So I have on a previous YouTube, which is a free meditation I recorded some time ago called Love Your Body. So if you'd like to access that for free, please do. It will help. We have the owl for the month of September. And it says, listen to the messages of the angels. Listen to the messages of the angels. So there's a lovely owl, couple of owls there, and a full moon. So I think that goes with what we've been saying. Listen to you. Listen to your own heart. Listen to your own intuition. If you need extra help from the angels, ask them to come in and help you. Listen to them too. Lots of love, everybody. See you soon. Mwah. Bye for now.